Sorry about the audio. This is MrJRB here. I'm gonna let Mini-JERB play for a little while. She likes playing Bee Simulator. Alright. Here you go. Do you remember how to start playing?
Today we're gonna play Bee Simulator.
Go ahead. Play. There you go. And then just talk about whatever you want. Remember, no names though. We'll start talking.
So right now we're loading, and there's something else going on. Well, you can read during the loading bit, which is kind of weird. Who knows?
Yeah.
Oh, finally!
You took it off Neon Bee?
Yeah, I wanted the fire bee. It's cool, Dad. Weedle.
I used to be a honeybee like you.
Okay.
Then she took a wasp sting in the knee.
Oh, guard bees. Are you crazy, guard bees? So whoever's watching this, just ignore the guard bee part because they're kind of annoying. Sometimes they say that I'm gonna go into something weird and be naughty, but that's not what I'm gonna do. Right now I gotta look around this hive. Nah. During the story mode when I wasn't on missions and when I was just pollen, when it was just free mode on the story bit, I was collecting pollen and sleeping in the giving birthplace. It used to be huge. The old hive was like in a tree, but now we're in the roof. And these larvae are like baby bees. Wait a second. The exiting and entering place of the hive is actually kind of weird because it looks like there's these pollen sparkles everywhere on that hole. And of course, my character named Biscuit is literally the one who found a new hive.
That's part of story mode.
Yeah, I know. But Dad technically just finished story mode for me. Thanks, Dad.
No problem.
And there's these mission highlights everywhere. Watch out for them because if you're a kid playing this game ever, then you should probably watch out for like those mission things because there's some wasp fights in them. And there was a hornet intruding the hive one time. That was weird. I tried to fight him, but I lost every time. And then Dad helped me get through it. And apparently my knees are getting fatter. My bee knees. And if you press one button, then you get bee vision. I'm looking for some rare pollen. And whee! Where should I go? I think I see some rare pollen. There it is. Hooray! The high pitch ones when you're on like color site instead of bee site, like person site, is kind of weird because the high pitched noises are just. When I started, I thought the high pitched ones were for like the smallest flowers, but once I found a big flower that made a high pitched noise, and then I finally noticed that it was it was rare pollen. I like rare pollen. I love going after the rare pollen mostly, but the common pollen is like the white plants on this. I keep getting pushed to the ground. Oh, there's some uncommon pollen over here. And the yellow is this weird pollen. Oh yeah, I want to call the yellow pollen that gold pollen. I'm gonna call it weird pollen. Yeah, that's what I call it. Weird pollen. And let's check my knees. Yep, my knees are almost filled. And my knees are super fat now. Whee! I like zooming around. Whee! Whee! Kind of losing balance. Uh-oh. Take off! And see the blue, if you find, when you're playing, if you find a blue arrow, and you find like R1 or something, you go fast. Whee! Oh, I found it. It's supposed to be R2. Zerb! Oh, some sugar. I want to collect that sugar. Sugar's in the garbage. I need to find the bee zoomer. Like how the bees zoom. Oh yeah, I got flare. I got the flare. Flare, flare, flare. Flare, flare. Ah. Oof, I bumped into a tree. Now I have a honeybee headache. It's just my character that has the headache. It's not really me. Oh, I'm full on pollen. The pollen train is leaving the station. Woo woo. I need to find the zoom thing. Flare, flare. I got the flare again. No. I accidentally passed through that challenge. Now I'm going back to the hive to drop off this stuff that made my knees fat. I'm apparently a chubby bee. Chubby knee bee. Chubby bee knees.
I've gathered tons of pollen.
And also the bees can
Time
talk.
to take it back to the hive.
Just like mine is. Oh yeah, I'm loading again. Great. I'm figuring out where to go. Whee! Oof. I don't want to go by the queen because the guards are so rude. Where to go? Where to go? Oh yeah, and here's the library.
Pollen is raining from my legs.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Hi!
Oh, there's a worker bee from earlier. And also you can go upside down and press down. And then you apparently go up on the bottom, on the top of the hive. See, I'm literally crawling around on the hive now. I was literally on the ceiling. I think my favorite bee spot is literally on the hive. Oh, I'm right above the queen. Where to go? Oh yeah, I still want to be outside for some reason. Oh great, it's a horn beetle. And what it says is literally, at any time, a bee might have up to 5 million pollen grains in its hair. Which I think it's weird because I think I seen that fact already. Yeah, I know, it repeats so much. Thanks for telling everybody that Again, Dad. I'm trying to flare. I was doing some flares over the water. Flare! I'm flaring. I'm dropping flares everywhere. Flare! I'm a flare bee. I'm dropping fireballs. Fire! Fire! I'm doing fireballs. Sweet. Because I'm a little fire bee. I'm dropping fire. And I'm gonna drop some fire on top of a duck. I'm dropping some fire on top of a duck, and the duck doesn't even feel it, because it's probably just little sparks. Whee! And it's apparently not a rainy day. Yeah, I did. That's why the flower thing is empty. And the arrow thing's almost empty. She just did that again. We should probably give Star a punishment. Never mind about that chat bit. It was just my cat about to break one of my parents' computers. I'm searching for some sweet stuff to go get some energy. Oreos and cupcakes and lolly and lollipops too. Oreos, cupcakes, banana peel. Oreos, cupcakes, lollipops, and banana peels too. Sweet enough for a bee to get too much energy. Breakfast box. Oh yeah. Just something from the people who left at their table. Dirty napkin? What are these people doing here? I feel like that's bee polluting. That's the polluting way of bees. It reminds me of this weird song that I made up once when Dad was playing Elden Ring. The fireman, believes that I will alone. That's something weird that I made up once. Wee. Now where is our lollipop? Brr. Oh, now there's the first table with Oreos. Oh, there's the lollipop. Oreos, cupcakes, lollipops too. I cannot believe that there's so many banana peels too. I'm trying to get that funny sweet stuff song right. I just cannot really get it right. Oh, there's a wet lollipop here that no one ever finished. I guess they left it behind because they don't like it. Well, now I'm apparently investigating the table. Why am I crawling on a muffin even though I'm finally sucking it. What's that weird blue thing? Oh yeah, it's energy I'm sucking out. Now I gotta go out to gather 1,000,000 grains of pollen to fill up my little knees and turn them into fat knees again. So every time you're full on your pollen pockets, your knees are apparently super fat. Whee! You start as the western honeybee, and then you unlock bodies like the cyber bee, fire bee, And you can also unlock speed gain things like the fireworks, sparkle swarm, fireworks, and even flares of 3 colors. Blue flares, red flares, and of course, green flares. I chose the red flare and the fire bee because I want it to be a hot bee. And also you can also unlock little hats. That's why I have a feather crown on my bee. That's kind of weird though. Bees don't wear hats. Where else to go gather some pollen? I'm almost half full. Uncommon pollen, common pollen, rare pollen and stuff. I'm up for the rare pollen. I want rare stuff. I want to be a super special bee to the queen. And the queen bee during the story said I'm a youngling, but I wasn't a youngling at all. I was like 20 bee years old, which is like 2 weeks old for people. Which is kind of weird though. Why do bees live such a short life? Well, I guess they get too cold in the winter, but some bees survive during the winter. They gather so much food during the summer, and then they store it for winter. Kind of like some other animals do. Like things that stay in their home all winter. Like bears, kind of. But instead, bees collect food and then store it back in their house. What the heck? Is that person floating? Kind of a bad place to do push-ups because it might be stung by bees later. Or get sunburned. They would get sunburned. I wouldn't do that if I were you people. You 3 people. Oh, some sweet stuff. Apples? Is this an apple tree? Nah, I don't want to go on that tree if I were a bee that made that hive. I'm gonna make myself run out of energy and come back to those apples. Right now, I'm losing energy because I'm literally wanting to get rid of it so I can refill later. No way, Dad. Whee! I got the flares again. I'm dropping tiny fireballs. And right now they look like red eggs that are exploding. I crashed into a tree branch. And on the way with my energy, I could collect more pollen. I'm a speedy bee. Oh, I just got a rare pollen. From now on, I'm only going after like the red pollen, because it's like the best kind ever. Whee! I'm going towards you. More. There's even more. There's so much rare pollen, because they're probably rare flowers. Now where's some? Now where's some more rares? Is that a clover? No, that's just a tiny sunflower, I think. Okay, I'm just running along the ground. Oh, it fills up on its own. Weird. Well, then I'm gonna use it all up again. Where should I go? Oh yeah, I need one more pollen grain, probably. Whee! Oh, I just needed another one. Okay, now where's that weird hive? Now where's that crazy hive? I think I have enough energy to get back. I have to zoom back to the hive. Okay, I don't have enough energy to get back. Okay, now I need to find something sweet.
Wow, I have so much pollen.
Oh yeah,
Before
my
I
knees
gather
are
more,
fat
I
again.
have to take this stuff back to the hive.
I can refresh there. Oh, I can't go fast anymore. Gert. Lily flowers. I forgot that I could get lily pad flowers. For my next batch of honey, I meant pollen. A bee just buzzed by that guy. Shouldn't people normally be scared of bees? Hey, how'd that lollipop get more energy? Shoo, bird, shoo. I want to sting you, bird. That's my sweet stuff. I crashed into the...
I have so much pollen.
And the bird was like,
Before I gather
yeah,
more,
I'm
I
not
have
gonna
to
eat
take
that
this stuff
bug.
back to the hive.
I'll get chic if I eat that bug. Yeah, if certain birds eat like monarch butterflies or bees, they might get sick. So sick that they'll never eat one again. I'm trying to get at that thing, but earlier it was so hard. Like now. Oh, I just landed on top
tons
of it.
pollen. Time to take it back to the hive.
Dad, will we be the only followers of our channel? Like of my channel? Yeah, because we just made a new episode.
It's also a Friday night before holiday weekend, so there's not a whole lot of people watching period.
How come they're not even watching YouTube?
Pollen is raining from my legs.
I kind of
I
like
need to
this
drop
boy's
stuff
look.
off in the hive.
I'm not gonna sting that boy at all. But that boy that was squishing flowers that us bees use for food, that one little boy kept crushing them even though we knew not to. That funny tone was just me plugging my nose. Whee! Back in the hive. What should I do in the hive? Oh yeah. This hive is so weird. Where do I go for my bed?
Keeping busy, huh?
That's one weird bee. Whee! What's that ooze? Ugh. Bees ooze. Ugh. Good. I think that's gross. But it's beeswax. Hey, here's this cool fact about beeswax. People can eat it and it's probably very, very yummy. But in paper wasp nests, they're not really honeycombs or like beeswax. They just make these weird bee honeycomb like stuff, like in this game's birthplace. Yeah, with the baby bees. I used to be one of them, I think. Nah, I didn't. They're just larvae. And in one challenge on the story mode, I had to like feed the baby bees, but I actually did not really want to do it, but I had to. Okay, that's the common wasp. The weird yellow garden spider. Where's the horn bug? Not the edible frog. Who would even want to eat frogs? Ugh, I think they're gross. Oh, I can Yay, I got it. Get out the book thing. Wait, how did that golden statue actually move? Snail? I passed a housefly. Roman snail? I feel like that's ramen snail, but that doesn't feel right. Housefly? Oh, I made a housefly friend once. Right, Dad? And I'm still wearing that weird little crown. My crown's all messed up. I'm gonna go on options to extras, wardrobe. Not the flare. I wanna change my hat. Naked hat. I could get a traffic cone. Why the heck would I wear a traffic cone? Or a little build safety helmet. Cowboy hat, weird. There's my feather crown. There's kind of something I want to change. See, the western honeybee is what I used to be, but that looks like the other bees. Now I like fire bee more because it matches my flare. Cyber bee? Don't I already have a cyber bee? Oh, that's orchid bees. Oh.
Go all the way to the right.
Secret bee.
And you can find that super cyber bee.
Cyber bee. The regular cyber bee. Weird. Why is it green? Ah, why am I back here? Ah! I need a... I'm gonna try and find the cyber bee. How do I keep getting at the hats? Orchid bee. Dad, stop it. Let me say it how I wanna. Regular cyber bee. Oh, this is a cyber bee that I had, but it has purple wings and some weird stuff, but it acts like a real one. Wow, the little black dress bee kind of looks, it doesn't look like it's wearing a dress though. Weird. Honeycoat bee. Oh, I want that honeycoat bee. Hey, look at my butt. It's all honey. My butt is now honey. Is now a honey butt. Nah, I prefer being the fire bee. I'm still in the treasure room. Why is there a little bee symbol on the bottom? So, I know that there's a little hole and there's a box in this roof. That's actually kind of weird for a treasure room. There's very few larvae here. And last time I made a little bee bedroom for myself in the giving birth place at the tree. But now I can't find one in this new hive. Old tree hive, I'm more used to the old tree hive and then this new roof hive. This simulator hive actually kind of reminds me of those paper wasps that lived on the corner of my parents' house. But they died during the winter. I bet they didn't have enough food supply. Girl, I love being on the ceiling. Now I'm on the ceiling like a doofus. I know, I'm a doofus.
Keep moving.
Yeah, gets to work.
Rude. Rude of you, bees. That's what you get, guard bees. Just ignore the guard bees, because they're always bossing the other bees around that are apparently digging in the honeycombs. And now I'm resting on a honeycomb because I was doing lots of work, bee work. Now where should I go? That hasn't been 30 minutes yet. So this is the end of today's video. Bye everybody.
Are you Mini-JERB? I'm covering it. You can just say Mini-JERB.
Bye everybody. It's the end of MiniJERB's podcast here.
That's